Bob here, Bob's Classic Cars and Parts. I want to talk to you about something. I am going to start a new series called Stories with Bob. And what that's going to be about, I have a lifetime of stories to tell, the stories I'd like to tell about my days and my experience in the car hobby. Been doing this since 1979. This is 2022, so a long time. It'll be a lot of stories about some of the cars that I've tried to buy, some of the cars I did buy, some of the cars I didn't buy, cars I passed on, cars I wrecked, different things. And so I think you guys will like it. At least I hope you do. We're gonna start the first one today, and be just me talking to you about some of the stuff that some of the cars and stuff I've come across over the years. I hope you enjoyed the new series, and we'll try to post one up every month or two, or maybe twice a month or whatever. So it's going to be it's a bunch of them, so I hope you enjoyed this first one. All right. Okay, guys, the very first one here is going to be an AMC Gremlin. I'm going to say this was probably the year 2000. I had a coworker told me about a Gremlin that he had spotted in the guy's backyard in another town. One of the little suburb towns outside of Raleigh. And he told me where it was at. He didn't give me the exact address, but one of them deals, you go down highway such and such and turn left at highway whatever, and about a mile or two down the road, it's on the right. But you can see it when you drive by the guy's house. So I headed that way, and I found it. And it was a Gremlin sitting back behind underneath a little shed or shelter or lean-to type thing by a barn or something. And pulled in the driveway, and the guy was home, and got out and talked to him. He seemed pretty approachable, and he let me look at the car, and he did say it was for sale, and I asked him what did he want for it. He said he wanted $2,000 for it. Now, I think it was a 71, 2, 3, somewhere along in there. It was a 6-cylinder car. I believe it was an automatic, and it was orange. Had some kind of a stripe down the side, and I cannot remember what color interior it had in it for the life of me. There was a little bit of rust on it, and the motor hadn't been turned over in a long time, and it just kind of in rough shape. And this was 20-some years ago, so I thought his price of $2,000 was high. It had a couple flat tires, and I think it had a mismatched rim on it somewhere. And, the paint's faded real bad, a little surface rust in some spots. Interior's a little ratty, trashy. So I offered him $750 cash. Well, he didn't like that at all. And so we talked a little bit. I could tell he did not like that, and that whole deal was going south. And to be honest with you, I really think that was a reasonably fair price, considering how he was... He really wasn't doing a whole lot to sell the car. He had $2,000. I think he thought it was going to sell itself. And, the car's in pretty rough shape, and, not running, not knowing if it even turned over or anything. So anyway, I bumped the offer up to $1,000. He turned that down too. And I did get his number. And I'm thinking, man, that's all I can do on the car. So I left, and I could tell the guy wasn't happy. So anyway, a week or two later, I called the guy, and I'm willing to go to $1,200. I said, $1,200 is too much for this car, but I'll do it. I don't like pissing people off, for one thing, and I felt like, well, clearly I pissed this guy off. He's dreaming, thinking this car is worth more than it is. And again, this is 20 years ago, guys. I know prices of cars have gone up a lot since then, and I've been buying cars since '79, and I've come across many Gremlins that I could have bought for $750. So anyway, I called him up, and he says, well, I sold it to the scrap guy. I said, you did what? And back then, scrap prices were pretty cheap. He wouldn't tell me what he sold it for, but I kind of got a little angry with him. I said, so you mean tell me my $1,000 offer wasn't good enough, but you sold it to the scrap guy for $200? And I got a little mad at him, and I hung up on him. So, but that's my little Gremlin story. That's the kind of folks that you run into out there sometimes. So I didn't know if he was telling the truth or not. So I rode back out there, And sure enough, I didn't pull in his driveway this time. I didn't want to start a big brouhaha, but the car was gone. And I told my buddy a couple of times later, I said, check over there every time you get out that way. And he did. And he said, yeah, that car's gone. He said, I've been by there several times over several months. That car's gone. So I guess he's told the truth. He's one of these people that gets upset over stuff like that. $1,000 offer on a $750 car. Like I said, I called it and was prepared to make a bigger offer. And he said he sold it for junk. So some people are just spiteful and do stupid stuff like that. So that one I tried, guys. I tried to save it. I think my offer was more than fair. And even today, if I was to run across a car like that, I'd have a hard time offering much more than $1,200 for it. I might go 15 today with the day's prices and stuff. But anyway, that's how that one ended up. That's one of my first stories here, so there'll be some more of these.